Okay, so I'm going to do the My Hero Academia timeline in under 20 minutes. Let's start. First, Quark started appearing. Then, the deceitful guy All For One started stealing Quarks with his Quark All For One. He had a brother which was seemingly Quarkless. He decided, All For One decided to give him give his brother a quirk that stockpiles power. But it turns out that that his brother wasn't quirkless, and that his quirk was to pass on quirks. Anyway, he then goes and wants to fight his brother for the greater good, but knows he's too weak, so he keeps passing it down. Now we get to the eighth user, which is currently the symbol of peace, known as All Might. He gets trained by Nana Shimura, the seventh user of One For All, and Gran Torino, whose quirk is jets. Basically, he can propel himself with his feet. Anyway, All For One comes. Nana saves Gran Torino, and All Might kills. Who ends up getting killed by All For One. All Might then goes to America. Once he gets back, he yells, "I am here!" It becomes the new symbol of peace. And number one hero. It definitely doesn't like that, so he started to marry Elsa. So to make a half hot, half cold person. The protagonist is born. His name is Deku, and he is quirkless. When he's 15, his childhood friend Bakugo tells him to jump off the roof of a building. He then gets a quirk by proving himself, training, and eating the hair of All Might. He then goes to UA. He passes the practical exam at 7th place. Oh God. He goes to class 1A. With a bunch of people who deserve to be there, and some people who really don't deserve to be there. Anyway, they get to a quirkus. The teacher, Professor Aizawa, tells them to go to a practical exam. Well, not a practical exam, a quirk assessment test. Deku, using his power, comes in last, and then Aizawa says, "Psych, I lied. I just want to see how good you are." We skip a few more days, and Aizawa and All Might comes in saying, "Here, I am here, coming to the door like a normal person. You guys are gonna be doing a test. test. Heroes versus villains. Villains, don't question me. Get your suits on. They get their suits on, and Deku's suit looks a lot like a Green All Might, which is just too. Anyway, wait, I'm wasting time here. God. Then Deku with his partner Uraraka team up against Bakugo with his teammate Ida. That fight, which Deku and Uraraka win. Win kinda easily, but not so much. After a few days later, they go to the USJ. Boom! Villain attack. And they introduce a new kind of being, the Nomu, a creature with a bunch of quirks, with more than one quirk, including shock absorption. All Might comes in. I am here. It takes him 100 blow. It takes him 100 punches and a plus ultra to finish the Nomu. Pro heroes come in. The main villain, Shigaraki and Kurogiri, escape, leaving the other villains in the USJ. Okay. Then the school festival comes in. Hooray! Izuku gets first to the running in the race, while Todoroki, Ida, Momo, and Denki get first place in the cavalry battle. Soon they're met up with Class 1. This is where they meet Class 1B and Class 1C Shinzo, which everyone seems to like for some reason. Anyway, this Shinzo goes up against 1-for-1 battle. 1 versus 1 battle. Deku goes up against Shinzo. So Shinzo hypnotizes him, but Deku breaks out of it like it's nothing. Deku then wins the battle. Bakugo goes up against... what does he go up against first? Anyway, he goes up against somebody... Oh yeah, he goes up against Uraraka and knocks her out. Up next, Deku and Todoroki. Todoroki isn't using his fire side, so Deku yells out, "It's yours! Your quirk, not his!" And Todoroki just goes, "Nani?" And then sends a fireball at them, which wins Todoroki a shot up. Ida goes up against Bakugo goes up against Kirishima, and Bakugo wins. Bakugo goes up against Tokoyami, and Bakugo wins again. Ida goes up against Todoroki, and Todoroki wins. Then Ida gets a call that his brother is severely injured by the hero killer Stain. Then Bakugo versus Todoroki. Todoroki Todoroki shows a little bit of his fire, but then holds back, causing Bakugo to win. He didn't like that, so the pro heroes had to tie him up to the bench to give him his abilities, to give him his award. Anyway, they get the test, and let me see. Oh yeah, Bakugo and Deku fight against All Might, and they win. Few battles off, and only 5 people have failed. But they all go to the training camp anyway. 11 minutes and we're already on the 3rd season. Anyway, the bus stops in the middle of the summer camp, and then 2 of the Wild Pussycats show up and say, "Hey, go out in the woods and defend for yourself. Ha ha! Ha! We'll meet you there. We'll meet you at the summer camp." He then goes to... They all get to the summer camp with I believe Deku coming first, meeting Kota, and having Kota punch him in the nuts. It's nighttime. League of Villains attack again. Muscular goes up against Deku, and Deku wins with severely damaging his arms. Okay. The League of Villains captured Bakugo and Tokiyami. Deku and his crew managed to save Tokiyami, but not Bakugo. Then Deku, Todoroki, Momo, and Ida, decide to go out and save Bakugo. Which they do. All Might fights All For One. All For One reveals that Shigaraki is actually Nana Shimura's grandson. Crazy, huh? All For One loses the battle, goes to jail, but All Might loses his power, and now can only go buff form for about a few seconds at a time. Oh God, my stomach is hurting. Then the team goes to get their licenses, and they get their licenses. All of them, they all get their licenses except for Todoroki and Bakugo. Bakugo and Deku go out in the middle of the city and have a duel, which Bakugo wins. They soon find out about the big 3. Mirio, a guy that can phase through shit. Sorry about the cursing. Nejiri, mystery, a girl who could use her energy to float and make others go away, and Tamaki, a guy who can manifest anything that he eats. Lemillion, which is Mirio's hero name. Anyway, Mirio teams up with Deku with under the guidance of Night Eye, who was All Might's sidekick for a while back. Oh God, I forgot something. Stain gets captured. Okay. Anyways, the League of Villains, they soon find out that the girl named Eri is being held captive by a guy named Overhaul. They soon battle it out. Night Eye loses his life, Mirio loses his quirk, and then Deku, with the help of Eri, finishes off Overhaul. It's soon enough, it's festival time. Class 1A decides to go to do a song and dance routine. They're soon met up with Deku is then met up with Gentle Criminal and La Brava. Deku wins the battle. Deku then wins the battle. Battle between him and La Brava and Gentle Criminal. Oh God, less than 2 minutes. Gentle Criminal surrenders for La Brava's sake, and Deku performs for Eri's sake. Anyway, All Might has retired by now, and Endeavor for Todoroki's dad has to team up with the number 2 hero now, Hawks with feathered wings to fight a Nomu, which they do, and it means something new for the future. Deku lays down in his sleep. Is he going to get a good night's sleep? No, his quirk wakes up and says, "F you! I'm gonna make you have a weird dream and awake and activate while you're asleep." Oh God, I can't believe I did that. Yes. All right. Catch you on the next one, guys. Latest.